I'm gonna need someone to explain to me what the hell happened here. We have Napoli as the team chosen for today's rebuild, and there is a clear reason as to why. Last season, we saw Napoli with Kvaratskhelia or Kvaradona just dominate games, with Osimhen scoring goals for fun and their team looking unstoppable at times. This season, we are looking at Napoli in the 10th position, over 40 points behind league leaders Inter, making them the worst champions of Italian football ever. They don't even have European football this season. Brother, even though Italy has like 8 teams going to European football this year. Napoli, you need a rebuild. So today, we're going to be jumping in and we're going to be fixing what the hell went wrong in this past season with Napoli. And we will have to say goodbye to a couple of players that probably are done with this project and want to move on to bigger things, as there are tons of rumors surrounding them. As I am taking over this team and as we are about to analyze what the hell has gone wrong, I just want to say once again, thank you guys so much, man, for getting this channel to over 500,000 subscribers. A lot of people. Continuously supporting me, leaving comments and doing everything that you do. I deeply appreciate it, and I just want to let you know about that. I mean, this life wouldn't be possible without all of you guys. So much love as we dive into this video.
Nobody cares.
So let's start with the facts. First of all, Osimhen this season has scored 15 goals and gotten himself 3 assists. Kvaradona, on the other hand, 11 goals and 6 assists. In terms of like most consistent performers, you probably have to look at someone like Lobotka, who, by the way, never gets enough praise. This guy is actually class. I feel like no one talks about him, and that is really mad because he is like, what, 29 at this stage in real life? It's crazy. Politano, another player that Napoli had to rely on plenty of times. The man has 8 goals this season and 7 assists. A player that a lot of people, I guess, who don't necessarily watch Serie A or just play FIFA thought, okay, he's on the older side, he's not necessarily going to be that important for a team like Napoli. But yeah, he was. And when you look at the rest of this team, I feel like there are a lot of issues that really need to be fixed. But most importantly, all I'm seeing is rumors about Kvaratskhelia. PSG is heavily linked to him. Osimhen is heavily linked into the Premier League. He is one that teams like Chelsea and possibly others are interested in. And you just see that if these players leave, this Napoli side could become even worse. I mean, if you think about the fact that they got 10th this season, despite having these players, imagine what could happen if they actually leave. So it's a bit of a madness right now at Napoli. I really wonder what's going to happen with them in this summer transfer window. And if there is a moment to rebuild them, this is the time to do so. We really need to make a change here. And one objective that I'm going to set myself in this one specifically is I'm going to have one Argentinian that just dominates everything in this team, hopefully. Or at least I'm going to try to have one, because obviously Maradona back in the day did a madness for Napoli. And I would love to have another Argentinian just lead the line for Napoli again, just for good time's sake. Oh, and one thing we need to point out as we take a look at the budget here of 69 million is that obviously this Napoli side had Spalletti last season. That man had won the title for them, and he basically stopped at that stage. After him, there were 2 managers taking over, so I'm assuming that plays a massive part in the downfall of this Napoli side. It definitely, surely does, and I wonder what's going to happen, because apparently Spalletti took like a sabbatical year or something like that. So I'm just wondering, is he going to come back and take over this team again and do better, or has he actually gone to a different team at this stage? Okay, I found my answer. He apparently is the coach of the Italian national team. That makes sense. He's probably not coming back. And the business begins. Here we go. It is Osimhen joining Real Madrid for 131 million. Kvaratskhelia joining Liverpool for 125, and some others like Juan Jesus I will be letting go, because one thing I am clearly seeing in this team is that it is aging. Like if we look at some of the highest rated players in the team, Di Lorenzo 29, Lobotka 28, Meret, it's fine, he's a goalkeeper, Zielinski 29, Mario Rui 32, Anguissa 27, and you got to think of this in a way where they're actually a year ahead now, right? This season just ended. These are their ages from the start of the season, so a lot of these guys are like 30 now. Rahmani, Politano, and then you have some others like Raspadori, where I have seen many moments where I'm like, this kid has quality. I'm genuinely seeing something special there. And then the next moment, he looks terrible. He looks amateur. But that's the thing. Like, if someone can get consistency out of players like Raspadori, if a coach can come in and do that, I think this team still has a lot to offer. But one thing I need to say, he's not a lone striker. That guy should not be playing up top by himself. That is not a thing he should be doing. When Osimhen was injured, he had a couple of decent games, but then in other games, he looked lost in there. One thing you need to realize is as well, he's 5'8". So him being a lone striker or something of that sort is definitely not the way to go. But I still believe that there's a lot in this guy that could be interesting for a club like Napoli. But yeah, after selling Osimhen, after letting Quaradona go, now we have a budget of 313 million, and I think that should be enough to do a proper rebuild here in the first season already. This right here would be a ridiculous transfer. A man that was injured for a long time returns into the PSV squad. Boskagli is the one I want in this team because he is ridiculous. Statistically speaking, one of the best performing centre-backs, especially in terms of progressing the ball, that plays in European football. He is unreal. Guys, I've watched him plenty of times at PSV Eindhoven, and I can tell you just this. When he's on the ball, he's calm. He knows exactly what to do. He knows exactly where to pass it. He's great in the duels, aerial, and also on the floor. I understand he's 25 years old and all that, but trust me when I say this, he would fit into most of the top sides in Europe. And if we want to make a return to being a top side in Europe with Napoli, he is the first place to start with. He is the one that I genuinely think could take a team like this to the next level. And going from PSV to Napoli, I understand he would give up on European football and all that stuff, but still, I mean, going into the Serie A, a better league than the Eredivisie, I think everyone would agree with that, especially after their performances this season. Right now, the Serie A is better located. I think that would be great. So this is a signing that I think makes too much sense. Bring him into the squad. He's on fire. He's ridiculous. One of the best performing left backs in Germany. He might be the #1 this season. It is Maximilian Mittelstädt, who has made it into the German national team. He is one that I want in this squad as a partner to Boskagli in that left back position. And Mario Rui, as much as I appreciate everything that you've done for Napoli, it's time to move into the future. Now, we do have Oliveira, don't get me wrong. He has shown a couple of decent performances as well from what I can tell statistically. But I want this guy in here. 2 goals, 4 assists, but most importantly, just outstandingly great performances for Stuttgart, who have been a huge surprise in the Bundesliga this season. A lot of people didn't see that coming with Girassi and Dennis Undav playing unbelievable, and Mittelstädt was a piece of that puzzle. He's coming in at the age of 26, so we can get at least good 6 years out of him, another 7 out of this guy, and by the end of that, hopefully, we'll be exactly where we want to be with this Napoli squad. But I'm genuinely thinking we are bringing in some top players right now that will make a difference. Let's start focusing on players who have delivered this season in the Serie A. Playing for Fiorentina, Nicolas Gonzalez, the Argentinian. Yes, Argentinian. That man is going to be walking through the door. He has gotten 17 goals and 6 assists for Fiorentina in the past year, and that is impressive. He has had some injury worries throughout the season, but now he is fully back and he is ready to roll. I mean, in his last, 5 or 6 games, he managed to pick up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goal contributions. So very impressive stuff. Nicolas Gonzalez, a lot of moments where I've seen him play where I thought, this guy is very good. So he comes in at a great age as well. Politano, I appreciate you, buddy, but I want to play Gonzalez in that position. And I'm going to play the 4-3-2-1, a formation that I barely ever use. But today, the time has come. Raspadori off the left, Gonzalez off the right. And then the big question is, who's going to lead the line and who is going to be taking over the other center midfield position alongside Zielinski and Lobotka, who are definitely sticking around for now. Pavlidis, a Greek god that not enough people talk about. This man right here has 32 goals and 6 assists in the past year, playing for AZ Alkmaar, one of the teams that is not the most dominant in the Eredivisie. PSV Eindhoven was dominant. The likes of Feyenoord were doing well. But AZ Alkmaar, even though they are decent, don't get me wrong, they just don't have as strong of a squad. And Pavlidis within that team has done wonders. And I think this might be the perfect step up for him. He comes into a team where he will have multiple people supporting him, making sure that he gets a lot of opportunities to score. He comes in with 82 shooting, 81 physicality, 4-star weak foot, chip shot, power header, technical, trivela, and he is 6 foot tall. His composure, in my opinion, should be higher. 77 is too low. But when we go into the finishing section, you see he has 85 on him with 83 shot power. This is someone that I am actually really surprised about the fact that not enough people talk about, and maybe some teams should be more aware of him. Pavlidis is a beast. He can score you goals, and I think even in the top 5 leagues, he'll be capable of scoring 20 plus if he is the main man in a squad. We are bringing in 18 goals and 16 assists in the past year into the club from Celtic. Danish midfielder, 6'2" tall, Matt O'Reilly. Guys, I can only tell you this much. He's a beast. He's so good at football, and I think a lot of teams, especially in the Premier League, are interested in him at the moment. But I'm hearing rumors from all around the top 5 leagues. Matt O'Reilly has been impressing very, very much, and he probably will make the next step after this season, going away in this summer. And I feel like Napoli would be a beautiful step for him, a team where he could actually conquer a starting 11 spot. Zambo, don't get me wrong, buddy. You have shown amazing performances. Everyone wrote you off after the Fulham seasons, but now, you know, here you are and you've done well for Napoli. But for me personally, it is going to be Lobotka in here at the central center midfield position, Zielinski on the right hand side, and then we're going to have Matt O'Reilly on his left foot in that left center midfield position. And I honestly think this team is fire. I cannot wait to see what they will do in the first season. I still have over 165 million or something like that to spend, but I feel like you don't want to overspend too much. I'm very happy with the squad as it is, and some players have moved down to the bench. I might still sell a couple, but I don't need to just go ahead and change the team completely after the first season. I think we have done enough changes, so let's see how it goes now and build upon that. This season is done, and I am seeing that we might have won the cup. Yes, our first season with Napoli has come to an end as we place second behind Inter. That is already much better than getting 10th this season as they have done. And it also gives us Champions League football. So it seems like we have made the right decisions in certain cases. But I just realized one thing. Oh no, I completely forgot to actually change his position in the end. Oh, Gonzalez, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, pal. He has submitted a transfer request. Oh, has he played? Oh, he still played. He got 11 goals and 1 assist, but he's pissed off. Anyways, let's focus on what has happened here in the team. We see Boscagli and we see Mittelstädt looking solid. O'Reilly up to an 82. Pavlidis 82. I really like the team that we have built. I'm very, very proud of what we have done here. But winning the cup and coming in second is huge. I mean, we beat AS Roma right there, so that is very good. And then stats-wise, again, going back into it, Raspadori, there you go. This is what I'm talking about, man. This guy has something special about him. I see it every time he plays, but then sometimes he can be so inconsistent. But there he goes, 22-7. Pavlidis 18-2, first season in a top 5 league, and instantly he gets 20 goal contributions. That is exactly the number I would expect from him if he was to join a top 5 league right now, especially in a good team. Gonzalez with 11 goals despite putting in a transfer request. And then Cyril Ngong, by the way, he's a decently talented player. Turned into a center forward, he has got up to an 80. Okay. Well, that's interesting for the next season.
Very interesting.
The move has been made. We're going after a big center back. Mohamed Simakan is the next player I'm going for. You know what? had to include Gonzalez in the deal. Yes, I had to. He's still requesting a transfer, lads. It's not going to happen. So, sadly, we will have to find a different Argentinian to lead the line for this team. Maybe a midfielder at some point, because we do have two older gentlemen in that midfield right now. But Rahmani, I appreciate you, buddy, but I don't think you're going to be the future of this club. You're just the present. And Nathan, by the way, is a talented player, but also requested a transfer. So we have gone for Simakan. Simakan, right-footed centre-back, can play in a position in a formation like this, or he can even play as a right-back or right wing-back. He has showcased that multiple times, and he walks straight into this team. Great signing. Well, my friends, let me tell you something. This season, we only got a fourth, but it was a battle. Four-way battle between Juventus, Inter, Milan, and Napoli. We got ourselves Champions League football, which is important. In the Cup, it is Inter versus AC Milan, and Inter has won it. The Super Cup right here has been won by our team. And in the Champions League, I have no idea. Honestly, don't ask me how this happened. It happened. We are part of the Champions League final. I said, don't ask me how it happened. Well, this is amazing. I have no idea how the team did this, lads. We are taking a look at the squad and realizing that some players look ridiculous. Raspadori, 88. Di Lorenzo, 88. Both centre-backs, 86. Mittelstädt, 84. Midfielders looking solid but old. Zielinski now 31. Lobotka 30. It's fine though. They can still survive in this team. And this man, who has taken the Argentinian's position, Ngong, has come in and done pretty well. 83 rated right now. In real life for Napoli, I think he has like 7 goals or something this season. So yeah, maybe I just build upon him. I don't know. It's a weird one. I want to have an Argentinian in here somewhere, and probably ends up being that midfield position. But yeah, we have 230 million to spend. So much freaking money. Champions League finalists though. Now, I'm not going to jump into this one because I don't feel like we have put together a team strong enough to dominate for years to come. This mission is not over yet, but they could get a huge trophy, a big one, the biggest in Europe, but they don't. So I guess we weren't ready yet. Gabia, De Ketelaar, Pulisic ruining us, as Raspadori is the only one scoring. Okay, lads. Still got work to do. Liverpool fans, including myself, I'm sorry. It's time for McAllister to move into the Serie A. He is going to be feeling really well over here. Argentinians love the Serie A. So many of them have played there throughout the years, and many of them have gotten Italian citizenships through playing in the Serie A in the past. So here comes McAllister into a club, and it's tough. It's very tough. Zielinski, I think you're great, buddy, but we are making upgrades. We are increasing the depth of this squad, and we're making it better and better as we go. Where the hell is McAllister? Oh, I got to move on one more day. But you guys saw, or maybe you didn't, I think he's going to come in with an 86 rating, which is going to be amazing. So that is going to be very good for our team. There he goes. McAllister comes in, and he doesn't have to play as deep as he plays with Liverpool, but he does have defensive qualities, which are going to be important in this formation. We have 3 center midfielders. All of them need to be capable of defending and being physical when the time comes. So for that reason, this is great. And then obviously Zielinski, I'm not going to sell him. I just think I'm going to keep him in here, and he's going to be great. And Lobotka gets at least one more season as a starting 11 player. And the Argentinian issue has been solved. But I kind of want to sign a couple more Argentinians, but we'll see. You know what? Forget about it. I'm going for another one. Another Argentinian. And Ngong, you'll have to compete against him. Yes, I want you to overcome yet another Argentinian, and then you will earn that position. It is Thiago Almada. This kid has super high potential. He has shown unbelievable performances in the MLS. His dribbling, his movement, his passing, a lot of things are looking very good about him, and I think he could be perfect for our squad. I think he can play in that center forward position. Yes, he can. He has the upper hand in terms of pace against Ngong. He has less shooting, better passing, so he'll be able to set up his teammates in a much better way. Much better dribbling, and even better defending. Okay, that is interesting. And yes, he will take over the position over Ngong. He's just going to be the beast in the back, just waiting to take over whenever anyone gets injured or when he gets subbed on. I know, this is very harsh treatment of him, but yeah, it is how it is. Napoli, show me what you got. Second position in the league. You're not serious, are you? What a disgrace. 1 point behind Juventus with the team that we have created. We haven't even won the Super Cup. Of course we haven't. But the actual cup, the Italian Cup, Coppa Italia, we have won on penalty. Oh, no, we haven't. It says Lazio won 3-2. Oh, God. I look very stupid right now. Okay, we haven't won that either. But look at this. It's happened again. It's happened again. Napoli is in the Champions League final again. That doesn't work. The rhythm was off. But again, who cares? Lads, Champions League finalists. Last time against AC Milan, I believe. This time against Inter. It is just continuing to showcase how good the Italian league has become. And no, I'm not jumping into this one because at this stage, I want 3 back-to-back Champions League finals. Okay, that's what I want. Bang! Are you freaking kidding me, bro? You're not going to win it again? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, I see you. 3rd time's a charm. I will go after it again. This Napoli team will win the freaking Champions League trophy, okay? And look at the squad. It's insane. It's incredible. It's mind-blowingly good. I can't believe Di Lorenzo is still going up. Next season, it has to happen. I mean, the squad that we have put together with an 88 rated Zielinski on the bench. Are you kidding me? We have some amazing players down here as well that can help us out. Probably one of the best benches I've had in a while here. Stats-wise, Raspadori, McAllister. Ooh, 28 and 19 from center midfield. What are you on? And Ngong. Look at that. The man is 21 and 5. I can't believe it. At this stage, he just deserves to play, doesn't he? Pavlidis with the 20 and 6. O'Reilly with the 6 and 9. But McAllister coming up with Maradona-esque performances right there. I love that. So off we go into the next season. I want another Champions League final. 3rd time's a charm. Here we go. Can we do it again? We already kicked out Bayern Munich. Now PSV Eindhoven, as the former side of Boskagli, we have beaten them too. Manchester City 2-1 victory. 3-2 in the end. And that means we are through into yet another Champions League final, and we lost in a cup final against Juventus. Great. But this one is important to me. 3 back-to-back Champions League finals, if I'm not wrong. And I cannot wait to smack our opponents down. Now, first of all, look at these stats, lads. We are looking at 32 and 11 from Raspadori, 28 and 6 from Pavlidis, 24 and 12 from McAllister. Argentinians at Napoli, it just works. And if you look at Ngong, yes, he has gone up to an 88 and he is getting goals still. Almada is not getting any play time. Ngong has basically just kicked him out of the team and said, go sit on the bench, kid. And yeah, he is going to be playing in the Champions League final. I will give him that position because he earned it, despite all the things I've done here to prevent that from happening. But hey, you deserve it, lads. We have one Argentinian here who's scoring goals and getting assists. You can take that position. So GG's to him. But in the league, how are things looking with Juventus? Because they were first and they remained first. GG's Juventus, you've done well enough, but we have 3 back-to-back Champions League finals to attend to, and this is the last one. I think we have created a team that can go ahead and dominate for years to come. That just showcases the 3 seasons back-to-back getting into the Champions League final, obviously confirms that. But Vlahovic, Wilk, Illing Jr., De Jong, Locatelli, Rovella, Sule, Mosquera, Gatti, Giallo, Szczesny. Okay, Juventus winning the league, beating us in the cup, but now in the Champions League final, it's us against them. How hilarious is it that I'm playing against 3 Italian teams in the Champions League finals? Italy has taken over, I'm telling you. And we're going to be diving into this one to win it.
He's going for the win.
And off we go into the 3rd Champions League final against an Italian side. It just keeps on happening to this Napoli team. But again, at some point, the curse has to be broken. I love the fact, though, that it has been 3 different Italian teams. Off we go on to our first attack with Matt O'Reilly. This is the type of football I want to play. Fluid, fast, counter-attacking if needed. Oh, hold on. Pavlidis. Mistake has been made. Ngong. Yo, gotta hit a corner there. Gotta hit a corner. I'm genuinely so terrible at defending people cutting in from the corners. It's like I'm scared to give away a penalty. That's what it is at the end of the day. Look at that. That's another terribly timed tackle. Lobotka. Someone step up. Someone, please. Bro, how am I not getting anyone to get a tackle in? It's ridiculous. It's genuinely laughable how bad I am at defending this. Chase it, chase it, chase it, Di Lorenzo. Chase it. It's all you. It should have been all him. I messed it up big time, but I put in a last man tackle. Immense moment defensively. That's mine. You're making mistakes, buddy. You're making mistakes. And it will cost you. Raspadori! Raspadori! Yes! He steps up. I believed in him. I knew that in certain games, he can be so special. And in this moment, we needed someone to be special. Let's go, bud. Who gets the assist? It is Pavlidis getting the assist. Great counter-attacking football. Once more, catching them out. 1-0 Napoli. We're not losing to 3 Italian teams back-to-back in Champions League finals. That is not happening. Watch me lose now. That's O'Reilly. That's why he's 6'2". Ngong, back heel assist. Or we're going to do it. What am I doing? Honestly, I need to shut off my console after that. What the hell was that? Just take the shot with Raspadori. Stop trying to play it safe. All the way down the left, we have space with Mittelstädt. Mittelstädt, let's go, buddy. Let's do something here. Mittelstädt sees Raspadori. Raspadori. Can I find Ngong at the far post? Yes, I can. What a beauty. That would have been it for the Belgian down the right-hand side. He has made his way into this team by just performing over and over again. That would have been his moment. Oh, no. I can sense it. I can sense it. I can sense it, but I can also save it. 74th minute. Huge. Yes, we got that. Oh, they're caught out. Pavlidis and Raspadori. Here he goes again. Raspadori, this time I ain't passing. It's all you, buddy. Can you make this happen? Near post. Yes, he can. Pavlidis and Raspadori, the combo of dreams. Greek god with an Italian beast. There we go, lads. That is 2-0, and that should be the end. It's once again a counter-attack catching out Juventus as they were all out attacking. That one moment in the midfield when we got the pass and the defender was caught out. That was all we needed. All right, Raspadori, you've done enough. Let's bring on Almada. Let's bring on Zielinski. Have a bit of fun with those guys as well. Lovely. Almada. Ooh, what a ball from Mittelstädt, honestly. Down the right, I see Di Lorenzo. And in the middle, it's Ngong. He gets his moment as well. He deserves it so much, honestly. That's it. The Belgian who was doubted by myself. He showed the coach his value over and over again. And in the end, he gets his moment in a Champions League final. The captain, Di Lorenzo, gets an assist on top of it, destroying Juventus 3-0 to make sure to lift that trophy and finally get it done after failing twice back-to-back in this finale. What a moment. Really proud of what this team has been able to achieve. Napoli, maybe next year they're actually licensed as well. That would be kind of cool. I hate the fact that we have a bunch of these teams unlicensed, but at the end of the day, Di Lorenzo, the captain, was here all along, and he is the one lifting the trophy. A great team that we have created, a clean sheet that we have kept in a final. Hey, that feels good, doesn't it? Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you all, and I will catch you next time. Take care and peace.